Do 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 do. Playing the game. Oh yeah, this is my favorite mini game. Sure. I forget how to turn. Oh, oops. Oh,
Hey, hey!
there we go. And it worked the first time, too. You know what? I'm just gonna... Doing great.
Hey, hey!
Hey, 1 second, Arclight. I see ya. I see ya. Hopefully you're doing well. Yeah, I'm playing this mini game real quick. So once I'm done with this, I'll get into Arclight's quarters. No worries. I'm so good. First try. Yeah, hello. Good to see you, Arclight.
Hello, hello. Welcome.
Hello, how are you?
I'm okay,
Yeah?
I guess.
Oh,
I don't know. I was very, very unhappy yesterday.
Oh, what happened?
I spent too much money on something I shouldn't have spent.
Uh-oh.
Now I can't afford several things that I usually get, so I have to go without them
I'm sorry.
for a month.
Oh. Was it worth it?
Considering those raid pools that I spent the money on didn't amount to anything, I would say no.
Oh, no.
That's why I already said I'm not paying for Genshin. I don't care what happens.
Yeah. Genshin's got a good enough story to where you don't need it anyway.
And not to mention, the only reason I did it for raid is because I'm helping friends,
Yeah.
and as a result, we're competing with each other. So yeah.
You don't. Oh, you could have just told him you couldn't do it. Don't.
They didn't make me at
Yeah,
all.
That's fair.
My competitive drive made me. It wasn't their fault at all. They didn't do anything. It's Green Garlic Man.
It's green garlic, man. That's a good way to look at it. It only does 1 damage. But that means that he might be bad against electricity. Let's find out. Nope. Ow.
How you been?
I'm okay. I'm a little tired. Have to pick up extra shifts at work to make up for last week when I took some time off. So
You know how we go to pick up the groceries every Monday?
yeah.
It's now every Tuesday because one of my relatives got a job and can't do Monday. So it's today instead.
Oh,
So
that's a good thing though, isn't it?
means my soda's gonna be here today. But it also means I wasn't gonna be as bored because they're streaming.
That's good. Dang it. I missed.
How does the onion resist fire?
He doesn't resist it. He's burned. Dang it. I autopilot.
But your fireball attack did 1 damage per hit.
That's true. Dang it. Oh, I keep messing up the timing.
Well, I got to try the 4th and final game that I bought myself.
Yeah?
I like it.
No, I poisoned myself.
Oh, 3 out of 4 isn't bad, right? Considering I got them just to play with a certain friend and well, I saw him play all of them. By far my favorite is Police Sim though.
Yeah?
But the other 2 are good too. One I just tried is probably my second favorite. Police Sim though is just so awesome. It can't be beat.
Yeah?
I think I showed you some of the funny glitches from it.
You did.
I think I showed you one of them. I don't think I showed you the other one.
Yeah, you showed me the one where the guy kind of like gets stuck.
And he was hovering above the ground and everything.
No, he like got stuck to the guy and the guy walked away and he just kind of oh no, I lost my hammer. Oh, freak.
Yeah, and the one that got stuck with floating. Like their feet were touching the ground is what I mean. Well, don't worry. There's a new one from yesterday's stream.
Oh,
Let me get
yeah?
it for you. Yep. Put by the same guy. Okay, check your general chat.
Okay, one second.
Miss Onion Man, it's not really a fake out if you go backwards, pretend to run away, and then immediately turn around and do something. That is not a fake out if you repeatedly do it over and over. You're not faking anyone out.
Okay, great. We need you to get to the ambulance anyway for further.
Oh, what the heck?
Can you walk on your own?
Well, that's an interesting crash right there.
Can you hear it?
It's phasing through the van.
Yay! Well,
Okay, what's going
what kind of crash is that?
I don't know. It was funny though. The thing with that game is, even when it's not doing that glitches, it's fun to me. So I have fun without the glitches. It's just the glitches are like a cherry on top, you know?
Yeah.
And I never talk so publicly about glitches because I usually don't find them funny. I just find, because usually they're ones I discover are like mess with the game in some way. These didn't mess with the game at all.
Yeah.
It was just fun basically.
Yeah, glitches are good sometimes. That's the whole reason why Sonic 06 is a great game to play.
Sonic 06 had a lot of problems though, so it would
Yeah.
still be a bad game even without the glitches.
Yeah.
I don't think Police Sim's a bad game.
Time. Okay, we gotta get some syrup. Oh, man. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Ah, I thought I got him. Oh, ow. Man, that's the better one. Oh, I'm actually gonna use this one. Because it burns him, and then it does passive damage. So... Oh, I keep messing up the timing on that. What's my favorite one?
By
too?
the way, Pokemon Presents was garbage.
Was it?
Yes.
Oh. Yeah, well, they announced the DLC, at least.
That they barely showed anything of. And then they decided to continue production on this abomination. Pokemon Sleep should not exist.
With Pokemon Home?
Pokemon Sleep. That's what it's called, Pokemon Sleep. It tracks your sleep patterns and everything. And its mascot is a Snorlax. That's the only thing you would like about it.
I do like Snorlax. Snorlax is really good.
But, and basically you get it like a new Pokemon or something for sleeping.
I know they had Pokemon. I know there's Pokemon Home. And that
Pokemon
that's
Sleep.
kind of like the replacement of oh my gosh. That's like the replacement of what's it? The National Dex. Come on. You know what? I think there's slight like internet bust going on because probably why my Bros attacks keep messing up.
stream looks fine, so I don't know.
No, it's part of the game. I remember when I said at the very beginning that I thought that there was latency issues, or that the latency was really good. Not that there were latency issues, but in this fight, what I'm noticing is that sometimes I'll pick up a coin that's bouncing, even though I don't jump, and it's weird. So I don't know if that's the game itself, or if that's just me, or ah, freak. Ow. That one was me. That's because I sucked. But here's the thing, is that even if there's like a couple frames of latency issues, it's still messing up my timing. And if it's like bumping just a hair or so, that's probably why I can't seem to pick it up or pick up the timing. It's because it's my flow keeps getting thrown off.
Okay, check the chat. It's the stream text chat.
Oh. Place your smartphone by your pillow when you go to bed and record and measure your sleep. The longer you sleep, the higher your score in the morning, and the more Pokemon you'll see appear around Snorlax. Your nights of sleep will be classified as one of 3 sleep styles: dozing, snoozing, or slumbering. In the morning, Pokemon that sleep in similar ways will come gather around Snorlax. You want to know something weird, though? I don't sleep enough, so it actually might be good for me. My average is 5 hours a night now, not 4. Improvement. I don't think it's but I do say that I'm kind of unique. I don't think it's for everyone. Yeah, like, why am I getting coins? So
they had a whole like 3 to 5 minute section of the freaking presentation for this stupid thing though. Like, why? The thumbnail is actually making people not want to watch it. You want to know why? People that didn't see it, if they wanted to rewatch it, they see the thumbnail and they go Pokemon Sleep. I am not watching this. Because Pokemon Sleep was in the thumbnail.
Oh, really?
For some reason. You'd think they would put something else in the thumbnail, but no.
Yeah.
It just... And no, and then when they were showing the Pokemon trading card game and these 2 people playing, I was like, oh my god. Are they announcing a release date for the Pokemon trading card game video game? For the Game Boy?
That would be kind of crazy.
Because they already announced it.
Oh no.
You just have a release, you know?
They already announced the Pokemon game for...
Stream just went a little crazy there.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's normal now, but it went crazy.
What happened?
It was freaking out. Constantly slowing down. The whole thing pausing and freezing and all sorts of stuff.
Oh.
But anyways, yeah, they were playing, and I was like, oh, a Pokemon trading card game, right? Because I would have been happy if that was just given a release date of like today, if it said today. That would have been great, and I would have been fine with the direct no matter what. Because I wasn't expecting much, and they still disappointed me. Spoiler. But it turns out it was just a new Pokemon TCG in real life format. Classic format with only the classic cards.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, they'll probably expand on it.
Then they're... then after that, they announced, let's see, Pokemon Cafe Remix, a mobile game.
Yeah.
Pokemon EX Masters, a mobile game. A new Pokemon Netflix show that they didn't really show anything of.
Oh, where's the show gonna start? Where is it gonna be based off of?
I don't know, it just had a Psyduck in it.
Psyduck. Are we going back to Kanto?
I don't know. They were very vague with the show.
Fair enough. They're keeping it under wraps still.
They showed so little though, it's like, why even announce it?
That's a good question.
They did an announcement for Pokemon Unite.
Oh, is that still a thing? I guess it technically would be. I need to delete that. It's taking
People
up
still
space.
play it.
I guess it's still a thing.
There was a thing for Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
There was a thing called the PokeWatch? No. Go Plus? There's a new thing called Go Plus because let's just add another plus to it and say it's something else. And the difference is it connects the Pokemon Sleep.
Yeah, they're trying to interconnect everything. There's I remember Pokemon Home. I think that's still a thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Then they announced the Pokemon DLC, and I think that was it.
Now here's the question.
And they had a live action not live action. They had a realistic looking Pikachu that looks like Alex Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds. There we go. That was his name. Ryan Reynolds Pikachu.
They had a Ryan Reynolds Pikachu.
Without the Ryan Reynolds voice, and without the Detective hat.
That sounds weird.
And it just sat there on the desk, and every time the guy would say, "Oh, next the part direct is this. Why don't we take a look?" The Pikachu will go, "Pika."
Oh. Do you think they'll ever make a sequel to Detective Pikachu 2?
It did well enough. I don't see why not.
Yeah, I don't see why not either.
I still have no clue how Sonic outsold it.
Sonic was really good.
We're talking millions of game sales. Now, even if you leave the card game, the anime, and the toys out of it, Pokemon has a lot more success than Sonic. So
Yeah.
it's weird that the Sonic movie did better.
You want to know what's going to be a sad reality? What's sad?
What?
Is that it was probably, if you're going to look at it from a marketing standpoint, it was probably Gross Sonic because of how bad it was. Remember? And because that became like Twitter trending and became like number one.
You're talking about how they fixed it and everything?
Yeah. Well,
How they listened to the fans and they fixed it and fixed Sonic?
I think that certainly helped. But if it wouldn't have happened if they didn't have Gross Sonic. So yeah, if
Gross
it was
Sonic?
if
What do
they,
you mean?
What I'm saying is this: is that if they had started the Sonic movie with just good Sonic, it would not have had as much traction, marketing traction or internet traction.
So we basically just said the same thing. Okay, that's enough.
Well, but because of Gross Sonic and because they fixed Gross Sonic to good Sonic, it got that internet traction. So they did so well because of Gross Sonic. I don't know what else to call him. So you get to go to Joke's End. And it can't be planning to use Peach's voice to awaken the Beanstar after all. You can just give the fiend this. A fake Beanstar. Also, please take along a change of clothes for the princess. I'm sure that Princess Peach likely tried to escape, doing untold damage to her lovely dress. Just thinking of it drives me mad. Curse that Bowletta. At least this old servant can help in some small way. You got Peach's extra dress.
Someone has a crush on Peach.
Mario. To get to Joke's End, you have no choice but to travel above the ocean waves. Perhaps if you go to the beach, you'll find a way to get there. Apparently there once was quite a fine surfing spot at one of this land's beaches. Excellent. And the two of you will execute our daring plan. Oh, I almost forgot. You won our little Beanstar wager. So here are your mushroom coins. How much is that? 99,999,999,999,999 of them. At today's exchange rate, mushroom coins comes to 99 bean coins. That's not true. That's not true. Dang, the exchange rate collapsed so hard. Don't you remember at the beginning of the game, I had to get 10 I gave him 100 mushroom coins, and he was like, nope, this is actually 10 bean coins. And I was like, crap. So I had to go all the way around searching for coins. That's like,
You know they're lying. Because if we go by the 99 for 10 or whatever,
yeah,
the conversion rate would be much higher than 99.
Yeah.
So they're just lying out of their teeth to rip people off.
That's like how much? 99 billion or like over, well, that's 100 billion% difference, right? Like, it's kind of insane. But here's another thing to consider as well, is that without Princess Peach, and if word got out that Princess Peach was captured in the Bean Kingdom, then, and I guess to look at it like another way to look at it as well is that while on the surface Mushroom Kingdom probably is stable, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's a kingdom that other countries or other kingdoms will want to invest in, because Princess Peach is always getting captured. And if Princess Peach is always getting captured, that means that it's a risky investment. And if it's a risky investment, that means that they probably don't have a stable currency, or as stable as it should be, which means that their rate of exchange is probably going to be less than the Bean Kingdoms. And because the Bean Kingdom is more stable, they're probably a stronger investment to be in. So in a sense,
still makes no sense.
Okay, so in a weird way, the Bean Kingdom would be more like the US dollar, and the Mushroom Kingdom would be like, and I'm just using examples here, would be like Russia and the ruble. So, yeah. Or if you want, or a better example, Japanese yen. You know, if you like 3,000 yen is like $3, or the peso, like 3,000 peso is like $3. So, there you go. Haha, a little bit of a business knowledge thrown your way.
It still doesn't make any sense.
It's all about risk and it's all about risk and reward at the very base of it. So
It makes no sense when 99 mushroom coins before gave 10 bean coins, yet a significantly higher amount equals 99. That makes no sense.
oh, it doesn't make sense, but we're gonna pretend like it does.
No.
Yes.
No.
Basically, without Princess Peach being captured, because Princess Peach was captured outside of the Mushroom Kingdom, their currency has just completely collapsed. So there you go. So now it is less stable. And we don't know how much time we've been playing. We've been working in the real world, in real world days here. We're assuming that it's one day, but we're not entirely sure. So, yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Yet again, this game isn't supposed to make sense. It's meant to be stupid.
It is.
And I don't mean stupid in a bad way. I mean, you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
I mean stupid like silly.
Yeah, it's supposed to not make sense. I'm just being ridiculous, so I'm doing like a game theory type analysis.
But game theories are supposed to make sense.
I mean, I don't have all the numbers. So also, I'm not as smart as the game theorist. So I can't come up with all the actual numbers. I went to school, and while I know all the theories behind everything, I forget like all the specifics. So, sad to say. It's my age. That's all. I'm an old fogey now.
Uh-huh.
You seem very enthused by that. What? I want to get up there. I'm on the beach. Oh, well, I got blown up.
Oh no.
Oh no. I'm trying to get some coins. That's why I'm doing this right now. Oh, that went faster than I thought. I have to figure out how to get over the ocean.
Oh, I just thought of this, but another reason I did not like the Pokemon Presents was because they didn't announce a single new game either. Every game in it already existed and was just getting an update.
Ooh. There's a... Well... It's kind of a... Actually, I don't mind them doing that. I mean, I'm not a huge Pokemon fan. Or, I guess, let me be specific. I don't hate Pokemon, but I'm not like a die-hard fan. But I
Yes,
think...
you are.
So, I
Yep.
will admit Pokemon Violet was pretty good. I guess what I'm thinking is that
I was
The-
talking to a friend, by the way, earlier about Pokemon Violet
yeah,
and Scarlet. She played through it too. Well, she played through she's in the beginning, and she kept nearly falling asleep during the beginning of the game too,
yeah,
just like you did.
I feel so much better now.
And she said it was absolutely boring,
No, the whole
and her
game.
chat also found it boring.
Oh, the very beginning is so slow. Like the.
I think even Bailey complained that it was too slow.
It picks up, like it does, but it's a grind till you get there. So
I know my friend Figgy, she's hesitant to play it again, and some of us are trying to convince her. It's like, hey, you're almost at the point where it gets good. Don't give up now, because he's iffy on even finishing it.
I found that honestly, it's gonna sound stupid. I didn't start enjoying it more until I started getting the power-ups. So the specific power-up was the flight one, and that's when it started really being like, okay, you know, maybe this is something cool. Like, but there was like there was a moment where I got lost. I think it was like the second or third stream where I kind of got lost and was sat
And
there.
Arclight saved you.
Yeah, I kept getting turned around everywhere. So
It's okay. That's what you have Arclight for. He does everything for you.
thank you. What would I do without you? Probably cry. Crying is nice though.
Well, you get to now play the DLC.
I guess I will.
When it comes out in fall and winter.
Look, I still look. I did this to myself. I said I'm doing a review of it now, and now I feel somewhat obligated to do the full review. So
And you can review the DLC after.
I could. That's kind of the idea. Sheesh. Alright. I don't know where I'm going. I think I probably should go back to the... You know where I should go? I should go to the information guy. I'm not entirely sure where I need to go right now. Something's like scraping against my window. It's probably windy outside and it's probably like a tree branch or something. But I can't help but think that, oh snap, it's kind of scary. Because I've never heard it before.
It's just Snorlax. He's calling it window, wanting inside.
Oh, nice.
Don't you want to pour Snorlax in?
Not really. Hey, give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna figure out what that is. Is it snow? Is it hail? Give me 2 seconds.
It's Snorlax.
Okay, so it's not rain, it's not snow, it's not hail, it's sleet, which is like a combination of all three. So
It was Snorlax.
well, he asked me not to say anything. What the? Where am I going? What am I doing? Yeah, this is really weird, just that sound, because even the craziest rainstorms that we've had here, I've never had that happen. So it's just weird to me. Boop. Boop boop dee dee. Here's number 3.
I will be right back.
All right. I see that bridge, and I want to get on that bridge. Now the question is, how do I get on that bridge?
Oh no!
Come on. Dang it. Ah. Oh no. Oh no, I did it twice. Oh wow, I got iron pants. Alright, I need to go back into the town. I need information. I don't know where I'm going. Oh, time to see the Hammerhead Bros again.
Hurry. Hammer. Thunder. Jump. Hurry. Hammer. Poquito. Jump. Big hammer. Let's go. Thunder. Jump. Hurry. Hammer. Poquito. Let's go. Thunder. Jump. Hurry. Hammer. Thunder. Jump. Hurry. Hammer. Thunder. Jump. Hurry. Hammer. Okie dokie. Let's go.
Do, 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 do. Oh, this is, I was not expecting it over here.
Poquito fire. Jump. Hammer. Let's go. Thunder. Jump. Hurry. Hammer. Thunder. Jump. Hurry. Hammer. Thunder. Jump. Hurry. Hammer. Thunder. Jump. Hurry. Hammer. Okie dokie. Let's go. Okie dokie. Let's go.
Do, 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 do.
Okie dokie.
Hello?
Hello.
I am back,
Nice.
and a certain little individual decided to blame me.
Ooh. Who could it be? Is it Lucy?
Yep.
Nice. I don't know why I decided to do this. There's a side quest where you can find 6 beanstones. And I don't know. I just decided to do it on a whim. So I'm still missing
Oh, okay.
3. I don't know where they are though. Well, I found one of them, and I was like, alright. And then I just kind of steamrolled into it. Uh. I don't know where these stupid beanstones are. Stupid. Freaking stupid. Scouring the world. See, I have to run around as Little Mario because that tells me, hey, there's something here. Also, I'm supposed to go to the Hammer Bros again.
Then go there.
Yeah, I will, but I decided to do this side quest randomly. So I need to do this side quest randomly. Because all it is just, now it just looks like I'm running around in circles. Well,
You are running around in circles.
yes, I know. But that's part of the side quest. I'm trying to find it.
Look it up.
Guess I could. I guess I could. Yeah. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Do, do, do. Okay, I found it. We're going to see if I can... Oh, that is not where I want to go. I just need 3 more. Where's... Okay. West. Haha. Found it. There it is. Ooh. Ta-da! Alright, and then there's one right up here next to it. Probably already got that one, I think. no, I didn't get this one. What? There it is.
Okie dokie.
Alright.
Let's go.
And there's one down here. This one I got already. Then there's one over here. That one I think I got already. Oh. Oh, there's one in front of the... There's 3 right next to each other? What the freak? It's right, it should be right over here. Did I get this one already? Yeah, it looks like I did. Looks like I did. Okay. Got that one, got that one, got that one. I don't know if I got that one. I don't think I got that one. It's in front of a place, but it doesn't really specify which place. Let's look for the lantern. That's a lantern. Oh. Might have already gotten it. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not the right place though. Yeah, that's a different place. I need to get to the right place. Where is that lantern? Oh, that's the lantern up there. Do 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 do. What am I doing? I gotta jump.
Okie dokie. Let's go.
Oh wait, I messed myself up. I gone done messed myself up. I'm pretty good at doing that, you know, messing myself up.
Yes, you are.
Okie dokie.
That's why
Yeah.
Arclight has beaten you so many times at Smash Bros.
Oh, it's true. It's so true. It's so true. Speaking of Smash Bros, what are your thoughts on Steve?
My thoughts have always been the same. Abomination. Unfun to play against.
I got a Bros Rock.
Do you see the tier list? There's an official tier list now.
Yep.
What do you think of it?
I mean, I think for the most part, it seems pretty accurate. The big. I didn't like look at it like super close. I think for me the biggest surprise, ironically, that I noticed was that Sonic. Someone made mention that Sonic, without DLC, is considered the best character in the game. So. Huh. I do think that Little Mac is, I don't think Little Mac should be as low as he is. But
He too was also too low. Hey, why is Zelda a bottom tier? I don't agree with that at all.
it's hard for me to say. I don't remember all the metrics that they used, but I think it had to do with the. I didn't look it up, but I do think that it had to do a combination of. There was a combination of who played and like. It was like a combination of results and also like top tier discussion, like top player discussion. So I can see if if a lot of top tiers are saying if she's not getting a lot of results, then actually one surprise I saw was that with that me Brawler was surprisingly high with everything. Like, he was an A+ tier, and I was like, wow, okay. I mean, I always thought that, but I didn't actually think that he would be considered that. I thought that was just me being hyper, like, optimistic. But yeah. Remember, no character in Ultimate is bad, but I do think that some characters are better than others. Problem with Zelda,
Ganondorf is the worst character in the game.
Ganondorf is the worst character. Not much, you can't really say any different.
They also rated Ivysaur, Charizard, and Squirtle, I believe, separately.
Really?
I think.
I guess that's fair.
I'll look at it.
Here, let me pull. I'm gonna pull it up on my phone. 1 second. You posted it in chat.
It's in your Discord.
Yeah.
It's in your general chat.
Yeah, give me a sec. Give me a sec.
Never mind. Pokemon is not separate.
Steve, Pyramithra is considered the best. That makes kind of sense. That makes sense.
Pikachu is too low. I don't know what crack these players are on for putting Pikachu that low.
The problem with Pikachu, he doesn't have a lot of results. So Pikachu, like, a lot of people think that Pikachu has all the tools, but tools don't matter if you can't replicate what your theories are saying. You know.
Esam sure does.
Oh, I mean, Esam is the only big
Okay,
Pikachu
out
guy.
of all those characters listed on there in the S tier, who has won a major?
Joker.
Pikachu is one of them. Several of the characters above him, such as Roy, Rob, etc., Fox, none of those characters have won a major at all.
Yeah, but they've
Pikachu has.
but they've been consistently top 8 in a lot of tournaments. Pikachu,
The only one that plays Fox is Light, though.
Yeah, he's won several majors, not just 1 or 2, and he's consistently top 8. Like, Esam has won a major and a super major, but he's not consistently in top 8. So, also Light isn't the only Fox player either. So, that's another thing to consider as well. So, and again, remember, this is a combination of both results and what other players are saying. So,
Honestly, I probably would have put Sonic I would have put Sonic higher, honestly.
Sonic is as high as he can go.
Nah, that character is dumb. He does what Steve does, but better. He just blames you out the whole time. You can't do anything.
Basically, yeah. But I mean,
And I would say he does that better than Steve does.
yeah. Honestly think that Sonic is the only character that Brawler loses -2 to. So every time I face Sonic, I never win because I'm doing good. I only win because the Sonic players being stupid. Now I'm not going to be like 100% like purist about this tier list. So I'm kind of being like a general.
Also, why is Ike that low? Look at Ike.
Oh, Ike has fallen off really hard.
But he barely has any changes to him since launch. How is he near bottom tier? That makes no sense.
Here's the weird thing. So this tier list actually is in order. So Ike, every character that's on that tier list is theoretically better than Ike. So just look at every character above Ike, and then just ask yourself, do you think that character is better than Ike? Where is the Hammerhead Rose? It's in a cave, and I just don't remember where the cave is at. I think it's up that little...
Oh no.
Actually, one thing I'm amazed about is that Banjo is so low.
You can see it though. I can see Banjo being that low.
I can. I just struggle against Banjo, so that's just a me thing. I've always put him in like C or B tier.
Maybe in my experience, most banjos are stupid.
Yeah.
Wee Wonder Wing, over and over and over.
Yeah.
And it's like you realize that has limited use, right?
Yeah.
But Visible Muku Burr, you're just gonna get grabbed.
Yeah. Oh, I'm at a level in Elite Smash where they don't use Wonder Wing that often.
Oh no.
They use egg bullet spam and grenade spam, which is kind of annoying. And because I
I'm
don't,
surprised Jigglypuff is so high.
yeah, that's a surprise too.
Because I don't think Base Mage on its own doesn't enough results to warrant it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Base Mage is also, he's gotten some pretty solid wins against some strong players too. But no, that's true. But and again, the factor that's going to throw it off is that we don't know who was in the discussion and who helped rate this. So
If you look at the website, it tells you everybody that voted on it.
yeah. Let me see.
Like NK Leo voted on it. I don't know how I got that low if NK Leo was voting on it. Everybody else must have just voted him as a bottom tier or something.
Yeah. One second. Give me,
There's
give me-
no way NK Leo he would say he's that bad.
Out of
That's-
out of a total of 155 eligible players, ballots were filled out by 71. So 71 of the top players. And they were asked to rate each character they formed an opinion on from 1 to 10. They also were asked to provide an ordered top 5 characters in the game. Almost 94% of panelists evaluated at least 3/4 of the cast, so with 73% of panelists evaluating every character in the game. Steve was the only character to be evaluated by every panelist in the top 5. So out 71 players. So they asked 155, 71 said yes. And then all 71 players said Steve was the best character in the game. And then Sonic, him being so high, that means that a lot of players thought that he was up there. Me Sword Fighter was evaluated by the fewest. Only 65 panelists weighing in on them. The number 1 was scored as a 10.5, while the number 5 was scored as a 10.1. So they got extra point. They got bonus points for being in the top 5. The highest and lowest 3 responses for each character were removed. So Steve was by far the consensus number 1 character, being ranked in the number 1 spot by 41 out of 71 panelists. Okay, so 41, more than half of the 71 said that he was the top player. Sonic had the second most panelists, putting him as number 1 with 11. Okay. Pyre and Mythra were the most common pick for second, and that's pretty common. 54 out of 68 panelists evaluating the character gave Ganondorf the lowest score they gave anyone. So yeah, Ganondorf was voted the lowest, and Ganondorf and Little Mac were voted the worst characters, basically. Little Mac was very nearly the unanimous second worst character between regions. Oh, but Latin America put Dr. Mario slightly lower.
I honestly think Dr. Mario is second worst. I agree with Latin America on that one.
Yeah. All right. Now here's some confusion here. The 5 characters with the greatest standard deviations, meaning that they had the hardest time being specific with where they were at. Pikachu, Mii Sword Fighter, Piranha Plant, Luigi, and Lucario. This means that these 5 characters were all over the tier list by everyone that they interviewed. Another interesting thing, Wolf was the highest ranked character to have no panelists put them in the top 5. So if you look at Wolf and he's up there, it means that every player put him pretty high, but he wasn't in the top 5. They scored him like an 8, 9, or 10. Bayonetta was the lowest ranked character to have any panelists put them in the top 5, with 2 panelists doing so. That's interesting. So some of the people they interviewed, so 2 players put Bayonetta in top 5. Now here, another thing to consider, a little bit of a segue, is that when we look at 71 panelists, Japan and America have very different play styles of how they make tier lists. Like Japan actually commonly puts Pikachu in B tier. So having Pikachu in top tier is actually more of an American thing than in Japan. Most panelists had an above average opinion of their main, with 69% being above average to 31% being below average. Different regions sometimes had wildly divergent opinions on specific characters. The characters each region disagreed on the most were as follows. US and Canada were high on Marth, Mega Man, and Ness. So those had they disagreed the most on that in US and Canada. And Diddy Kong. Latin America was high on Marth, Pichu, Luigi, and Pikachu, and was low. Low was low on Sora, Banjo and Kazooie, Hero, Ridley, Cloud, Rob, Toon Link, and Shulk. So when it's low, that means that they were that when it was low, that means that they agreed that they were lower on the tier list. I think. Pikachu was notably in the top 5 in Latin America and in the top 10 in US and Canada, but not even top 25 in Japan. So that's where the big deviation came from. Like I said, Japan messed up that Pikachu placement, but not even top 25. And conversely, Yoshi was in the top 10 in Japan, but not top 25 in US and Canada. So Yoshi had a pretty big one too. All right. So here are the panelists, by the way, from US and Canada. Anathema, Atada, Axiom, Base Mage, Big D, Candle, Kronos, Chunky Kong, DeBuzz, DD, Desmona, Epic Gabriel, Esam, Icy Mist, Ikon, Jazzo, Jake, Johnny. Oh, fun story. Jake is a Steve main, and he actually just retired from Smash Bros. Sad story. Because Steve is actually starting to get banned. Like, legit. MVD, Myron, Nico, Onan, Ouch, why they spelled Peanut's name wrong and called him Peanut. Poor Peanut being called Peanut. I don't know how to respond to that. Oh man. Latin America, they only had 8 players. MK Leo, Alan Dis, Andric, Chag, MK Leo, Shiny Mark, Sonics is Latin America? Huh. That's interesting. Why didn't they ask Meister? That's interesting too. Waka, yay. Alright. Okay.
They probably did ask Meister. Meister probably chose to not vote.
Yeah, that's true. So there you have it.
Oh, it doesn't help Pikachu's case that so many of the panelists are from Japan.
No, it didn't either. So, but yeah, like yeah, and in my head, it makes sense why Pikachu isn't in the top tier, even though we've always said that he was. Like he's not like he's powerful, but it's hard for him to be consistent. Even Sam struggles being consistent with him. Surprised Snake is as high. Usually he's been in the top of A+ tier.
Aha, T3 Dom voted on it.
Yeah.
I've told you this 100 times, but he's the best Richter player.
Yeah. Or I
Best
guess,
Belmont player.
yeah, Belmont player. Yoshi and Mario aren't even in S tier. That's interesting. Wario, Samus and Dark Samus actually should be in separate, but whatever. It's too late now. Olimar, Young Link, Terry. I think Terry.
Wait,
Ninja
who's in
Turtle-
separate tiers?
Samus and Dark Samus. Dark Samus should actually be slightly lower than Samus. Just because.
But they're in the same tier?
Well, they put them in the same character slot.
They should be. There's not enough of a difference.
In like mid-level play, there's not. But when you get into top-level play, Dark Samus, because his animations are completely different, it actually affects how you perceive the play style. So Dark Samus actually has a slightly different play style than Samus. And
They don't agree with you.
I know, but this is what I've heard from Samus mains. So, like, Samus, you're going to play more aggressively because of how the ball roll works. So you can kind of like pop in and out. Dark Samus is going to play a little bit more passively because the roll is just standing and rolling. I'm just thinking back on my experience playing against the 2 on Elite. So
Dark Samus has a better role, in my opinion.
Debatable. Samus, the ball roll shifts his hurt box, or her hurt box, not his. So.
If you call Samus a guy again, I'm gonna have to get you. I'm kidding.
I know, right? Oh, snap.
So rude.
Falco's in B+ tier. That's weird. I don't like. There are some surprises on here, but there's nothing that I completely disagree with, I guess.
Look at Bayonetta's placement. How long have I said Bayonetta is not a bad character? People would stop saying she is.
Where's Bayonetta's placement? I haven't found her yet.
Between Inkling and Hero.
What tier is that?
B+.
B+? No, that's about right. I'm actually a little surprised it's not higher.
But you don't know how many people try to say Bayonetta was bad?
Oh, they did at the beginning of the game, but then she got a couple patches that improved her kit, and also she's been optimized quite a lot too. So, let's see.
Inkling being so low is it's surprising.
Yeah,
how's the mightiest fallen?
Yeah, I think Inkling's probably the biggest surprise for me, just because I remember when Inkling came out, instantly put in A+ tier.
Because they realized Roller was not as good as they thought, and they finally clicked in their head that Roller means I'm going to get punished if I use it. I'm not going to use that move.
Yeah. Yeah. And even then, Inkling's game plan and combo strings are all really linear. So it means that it's fairly easy to predict. So
He also has problems killing without up throw to up air, which only works at a certain percentage. And it's really hard to pull off.
Yeah.
It's like frame perfect. I can't do it.
Yeah. Now here's an interesting one. Another big shock. Bowser. I think Bowser's being in B- tier. Holy, I've never seen Bowser that low before. That's kind of crazy. Wow.
Look at Link. The worst Link.
Link is in B- as well.
Remember, it's
interesting.
ordered, so Toon Link's higher than Link.
Yeah, no, you're right. Toon Link is higher than Link, and Young Link is higher than Toon Link. So that's fascinating. But that's also probably because of Japan. So if you want to know, America has a very aggressive playstyle. I'm not sure what Latin America's is, but Japan has a very passive playstyle. So Japan, they don't mind as much taking it to time. America is like, I want to hit you. So it's just very different playstyles. So because they interviewed so many people from Japan, that probably skewed it there in that favor too. Because I think America would probably put Link higher than Toon Link, and there's probably still battles between Young Link and Adult Link. Yeah. About honestly,
Marth surprises me. I thought Marth would have been lower. People always shit on Marth.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Marth has some pretty strong buffs in the latest patches. So his tippers, down air tipper is really consistent. His up tilt tipper is really consistent. So, and his back air tipper is slightly more consistent. So those strong buffs made him a little bit more consistent. So still hard to play, but not the worst in the game.
Tina's hard to play. I don't even imagine playing Marth.
Yeah.
I want to learn Lucina so bad, but she just does not click with me. I don't know why.
Yeah. Well, what's interesting is that she's a fundamentals character. If you can get good with her, you'll be able to kind of see. Though those skills will translate to every other character in the game. So, because she requires spacing, she requires kind of knowing where your opponent is. Just think of how you like to space with Richter quite a bit. Just shrink
Richter
that.
can do it from so far out though.
Yeah.
That you can't really react, even if he whiffs.
Yeah. You just have to shrink that down. That's all.
It's hard though. It's just so much harder with the less range, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's all about. Well, it requires more prediction. Trying to read your opponent.
Lucina also doesn't have a panic option in close.
Nope.
People like to say Richter's bad in close, but he can just up B panic option in close.
Mm-hmm.
Lucina doesn't really have anything like that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
What's she gonna do? Jab? You know.
Yeah.
It's not as much.
Well, Lucina has up B as well. It's just
I know, but
less
it's
safe.
but the sweet spot is so far into her body.
Yeah.
And the other hitbox is really small. So, and at low percent, if you up B, there's so much lag that they can hit you for hitting them.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. Like, doesn't have anything like Richter where you just throw it up. And also, it seems harder to use out of shield too.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. She has some strong combos though. Whew. This is you want to know something? This is actually a pretty decent tier list.
I don't hate it. I disagree with like 10 slots, but I don't hate it.
Yeah. I think. Well, this is an aggregate, so it's.
I didn't know people thought Mewtwo was so bad though, and I didn't know people thought Incineroar was that high up.
Yeah, that's.
I know he's only C plus, but I would have thought he'd be a lot lower.
Yeah.
I was surprised by the Incineroar placement.
Yeah. I would say
Lucario, I've always has said is bad, so I'm not surprised he's that low.
Yeah, Lucario, Bowser Jr. It's interesting. Like a lot of these characters, like sometimes I'm like Bowser Jr. Like I see he's down there, but then when I look at every character above him, I'm like, yeah, they're better. Yeah, they're better. Yeah, they're better. Yeah, they're better. So it's interesting.
To be honest, a lot of the low tier characters are like some of the most annoying to play against.
Yeah.
Ironically,
Yeah.
because they do one gimmicky thing, and that's all they do.
Mm-hmm.
Zelda doesn't. Zelda has a lot of options and everything. You know, a lot of kill moves, a lot of options, some okay frame data on like her best moves. You know, like her forward air and back air come out frame 6.
Yeah.
Her neutral air comes out around the same frame. You know, her down air is like frame 10, which is fast for a spiking down air.
Yeah. I think Zelda has a lot of options. I think Zelda's issue is that she's just predictable. So
Like, if you look at this alone, her Nairu's Love, the reflector / fully invincible move,
yeah. See
If-
what?
she can't zone her out.
Yeah.
So you would think, at least just because of her zoner matchups, that she'd be higher.
Yeah. See what's interesting is that like when you get into top level play, a lot of top level Zeldas that I've seen or I even play against, they don't use Nairu's Love, really, because what ends up happening is that if you rely too much on Nairu's Love, top players just will bait it out, and then you get punished for using it. So it's a very interesting mechanic.
But that's where you counter and go, I'm going to bait your bait, then punish you.
Yeah, that's how it should be. But I don't think Zelda has. I guess Zelda's Nair is okay for that, but she doesn't really have anything else other than that to fight against it. So
Forward air, back air.
that's a little risky. Also, it depends on. Remember, we're.
I mean, 20 damage and a KO at 60 is on the sweet spot is worth it like half the time.
That's true. I guess what I'm saying is that when you get to the higher level play, you start like it becomes like this game of trying to outbait the outbait the outbait. You know, it gets several layers deep. So, speaking of which,
Meta Knight is. I don't know how I feel about this. Why is Meta Knight so high?
Meta Knight's actually got some good stuff. Like, I think he's pretty fairly placed. Like, he's got some really, he's got like some 0 to death combos that take you off stage, and there's really nothing you can do. Like, it's like, what'll happen is that you'll do a jump up tilt, like short hop up tilt, and since he's got 6 hops, right, he'll just hop, and take you right off the stage, and there's nothing you can do. So,
Is it a true combo? Or. Because it's not true. Pyramithra's air dodge gets out of it, and so does Bayonettas.
It depends on the character, obviously. Heavies, it is true on heavies. I'm not sure beyond that, though. Because I saw him use it on a DK. I think I watched a clip of Nairo doing it on a DK, and a DK could.
Wait a minute. Why is Game & Watch so low? I'm confused.
I mean, Game & Watch is still on S tier, but
yeah, but I guess
that's kind of what I was saying about. So that's the outbaiting the bait. Top level play has learned how to deal with the up B out of shield. Obviously, it's not perfect, but they've come up with solutions to make it work. So,
it's unpunishable.
Huh?
His up B's unpunishable, and he can mix it up 100 different ways.
Well, yeah, but what ends up happening is that yes, it's unpunishable, but the player always is going to have a habit of what he likes to do after that, right? So,
okay, that's what you mean. Sorry.
Yeah, it's so what happens is that the top player is going to be like, okay, he's going to up be out of shield here, and then predict
down air
the next option after that, and then deal with that next option. So.
Okay, never mind. I get what you mean.
Yeah.
Ignore me.
Yeah. So. I'm still amazed Shulk is as high as he is, considering that not a lot of people play him, and he doesn't have results. He's literally up there just because of player votes. Um, and it bugs me because he's only up there because of theory. Not, he probably has some results in Japan, but theoretically, Shulk is the best character in the game. Theoretically, it's stupid. It's stupid.
I'm surprised Min was that low when they threw fits about her in Japan
Yeah,
and US actually.
I think everyone does. I think no one likes fighting Min Min. But again, same thing. People have learned how to deal with Min Min. Min Min is annoying to deal with, but her recovery is really bad and exploitable. We're just scrubs who don't know how to deal with the recovery that well. Who don't know how to edge guard very well. So,
I think Kazuya's too high.
I mean, I'm not surprised. I've lost to a lot of Kazuya's. Just Kazuya has a ton of 0 to deaths, which are just stupid. Like once you get hit by a Kazuya, it's literally 50-50 into death. It's almost
He is, but he literally has a ton of matches where he can't do anything.
That's true. That's true. But even then, once he gets in, it's a 0 to death. So
You can say that about Gangeef in Street Fighter, and he's still bottom tier.
that's true. Yeah, but this is Smash Bros. So I don't know. Maybe they're just not used to it. Maybe he'll drop off, but I don't know. He's right. Remember this. Another thing to consider. This is the first official tier list, so there's still more to come.
I remember these back in Smash 4 and Brawl and Melee.
They're still
I
doing
wish
for
they would
Melee.
make. I missed these because
Yeah.
they were fun to speculate about.
Mm-hmm.
I admit it's nice having one of these again, one of these official ones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
God damn it!
I do think
Now I want to play. No, Cap. You know what you just did to me?
You
You
wanna
made
play
me want to play Smash Bros.
You're the one that
Why
brought
do you
this
do-
up. You're the one that brought this up.
I blame you.
Oh my gosh. All right. Look, I want to get back to Mario and Luigi, but
Can we stop talking about this before I boot up Smash Bros?
look, I want to give, I guess, my final say, right? For the content or whatever. I think overall it's pretty good. I'm not overly surprised by everything. I think my biggest shock is Bowser being as low as he is. Other surprises, I do think it's a surprise that what were they again? Banjo's as low
Like
as he
Sheik's
is.
placement. Because I don't know how many times I had to tell people Sheik is not bad.
No, she.
I don't know how many times I had to say that throughout this entire game. Sheik is not bad.
Yeah, Sheik's just hard to play. So
He has such good frame data, and
it's just very high risk, high reward all the time.
she has huge combos. So yeah, she doesn't do much damage, but she's stringing up 30% for one combo a lot of the time. Overall, she's just hard to deal with because she's oppressive.
Like, I love playing Sheik. Sheik is so much fun. I just wish I didn't have to work so hard. That's all. I'm actually surprised Joker is as high as he is, but that's fine. I mean, again, the biggest shock is Bowser. There are some other surprises as well. I'm trying to remember what they were. Greninja
Sora.
was a little surprised. Sora makes sense.
You thought Sora was S tier. What are you talking about?
Did I think Sora was S tier? I didn't.
It
Think Sora
was you,
S tier.
Crimson or Rin.
I don't think Sora was S tier. I thought he was high A tier. So technically, this is a little lower than what I was expecting. But I look at every character above him, and I'm like, I guess it's a surprise. Terry kind of throws me off too. Like, I look at him and I'm like, he should be. I feel like he's not in the right spot, but at the same time, it makes sense where he's at. So he's the only one that's throwing me off. Snake is a surprise. I thought he was lower. Anyway, biggest surprise, Bowser. Didn't think he was as like that. First official tier list. Learned how it went. Learned it was voted. Yeah, Japan threw all the numbers off. Okay, let's get back to Mario.
Before you make me play Smash Bros.
Here,
I blame you.
How about this? What are your thoughts on Steve? He's an abomination. Are you happy that
Should
should
I give my unbiased take? Because here's my unbiased take.
Yeah.
I don't think a character warrants a ban unless they take up a certain percentage of top cut slots, which Steve has yet to do.
Yeah.
But by the way, I think it should be reserved to characters like Meta Knight, who are a huge part of the top 8 and are literally taking like 20 slots of the top 8 and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Like Brawl Meta Knight. Like, look at Melee. People want to ban Jigglypuff because Hungry Boss is getting results, but who else is getting results with Jigglypuff? No one.
That's true.
You know? So, if I don't think Jigglypuff should be banned, and Steve is getting maybe 4 in the top cut every major, right? I'm talking top 8.
Yeah.
Then I think he doesn't warrant a ban. But would I love to see him gone? Yes. if I was a tournament organizer, would I ban him? No.
Yeah.
Would I be happy if he was banned? Yes. There you go.
I think that's a fair take. I actually...
Because...
Oh, no, you continue.
But remember, because I used to be a tournament organizer.
Yeah.
Granted online tourneys, but still, I still get to decide, hey, do I want to ban Steve? And as much as I hate the character, I would have said no then, I would say no now.
Yeah. I think that's a very fair take. I think that's a lot of what people have been saying. That's kind of a fair shake on it.
But you gotta remember, I also come from a fighting game background to an extent.
Yeah.
So I know, like, different fighting game metas and different past-broken characters in them.
Yeah.
And what top cut slots they got. How dominant they were. And fighting game characters only got banned if they went to an extreme where everybody was playing them and there was no variety at all.
Yeah.
I don't think Steve has hit that point. There's a reason the fighting game scene, the FCC, there's a reason like a lot of them just scoff at Smash players.
Yeah.
And one to ban every single character they don't like is one of them.
I think there's some truth to that. You want to know something?
What?
If you want to hear my take, you probably already know it. I actually do think that Steve should be banned. I am on the ban Steve bandwagon. I can't find this place. I think that everything else beforehand was just kind of using the game's mechanics, like using loopholes in the game mechanics. But I think Phantom MLG is just so powerful. It kind of is in its own tier.
Here's what I would also say. Let it play itself out
Mm-hmm.
and see if it needs a ban. Because it could end up doing nothing.
I don't think that it'll do nothing. I just don't believe that.
It's still worth giving it a chance to
That's
roll
true.
a bit before...
That's true. I do think that it does need a fair shake. But the problem with the move is that it's just so...
Move? I thought it was a technique, not a move.
It's a technique, but it's a technique that's actually fairly easy to implement. So it's just the timing window is a little tight. I think it's like a frame 1 or frame 2 input. And you can even buffer out of it, so it's got a lot of strengths. I just think that like so Steve is already considered top tier, right? And to find another tech that basically gives him like pseudo super armor is just kind of insane. And so, and I guess another fear, and a part of the reason, maybe it's another reason why I'm feeling the vibe of the community is, you know, we had Brawl Meta Knight and we had Smash 4 Bayonetta, and you know, they were like Bayonetta was never officially banned, but that killed.
In Spain, she was.
Huh? She
In
was.
Spain, she was.
She was in Spain, but that's not the whole community, right? And it basically like killed the competitive scene. So the question is this something that can kill the competitive scene? When you find a technique that is this powerful on the best character in the game after the fact. Like, that technique was discovered after the official tier list came out. So it's not like it you're just adding more fuel to the fire, basically. So
Wait, the official tier list came up before that?
yeah. The tier
Then,
list.
but why the hell is Steve #1 without it?
Exactly. Yeah, Steve. See, and now this is what I think about, like when it comes to like the flow of the game. Again, I'm not a top
You did
tier.
not mention that.
Yeah.
I didn't press as hard because I thought it was after this technique was found.
No, Steve was voted the best character before. I remember he was voted by by over half of the participants as #1, and by basically everyone in the top 5. So yeah. So Steve is just that powerful. And here's the thing with Steve is that Steve has ridiculous reversals, meaning that if you mess up against him, he can get you into 60-70% combo string really easily. He has the most, and I hate to say this, he has the best trap game out of all the trap characters. So if you think Snake, if you think Mega Man, if you think Link, Steve's trap game is on a completely different level.
Until he fights Belmont and loses, until he fights Sephiroth and loses.
But here's the thing, is that now with Phantom MLG, you can't approach. You can't approach him anymore. I think Richter, the Belmonts, might be the only character that still technically beat him, just because that spacing. But there's a lot of approaching combos that Sephiroth can't do anymore either. So because he's allowed.
You gotta remember, Sephiroth can play just like Belmont stuff.
That's true. So I mean, I guess Sephiroth and the Belmonts, but the amount of characters that the Phantom MLG can just kind of invalidate is kind of insane too. So like it turns neutral matchups into losing matchups. So like what do you do against that? And not only that, it's fairly easy to implement, and you can do it on you can basically do it whenever. And then the issue that I think that a lot of people don't think about is that you don't need a lot. Like, some people are like worried that maybe a lot of Steves are going to do it all the time. But my thinking is that you don't necessarily need to do it all the time. You just need to do
Here
it.
comes this Arclight suggestion that is come up with, because they've done this in Melee, they've done this in Brawl. Just ban the technique and be done with it.
TOs have talked about that. The problem with banning it is that it's not obvious. Like, wobbling is something that you can be like, oh, hey, look, he's wobbling, stop it. Or like I watched the Coney video about banning Steve. Coney's not on the ban train. He's on like the wait and see train. Maybe there's counterplay to it. But
Tony. That sounds familiar.
He used to be I say used to be because he was the TO, like the caster for Panda.
Maybe that's why he sounded familiar.
Yeah. But the problem with it is that it's just that it's hard. It's not obvious, and because it's not obvious, it's hard to regulate. So, and because it's hard to regulate, you won't really know when somebody's going to do it or when they're not. So, and again, you don't need a lot of moments to use it. You just need to use it when the time is right. So, where the freak is this? Where the freak is the hammer cave? I'm just walking around aimlessly. So, yeah.
I'm just a part of the wait and see train. Because that's what is always done for a fighting game character before they ban it.
Yeah.
See what it does in the meta.
Yeah.
Does it make a difference? Does the meta change? Does it cause a tier 0 format?
Yeah.
I like saying that because I used to be a card game player. But, a tier 0 format was meant nothing can beat this.
Yeah.
Something needs to be done, nothing can beat it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna at least give him a fair shake. Like maybe a month or so.
A fair shake?
Yeah, a month or so. But
shake? I'll give you a fair shake. Put your hand out.
Yeah. But I am on the Steve bandwagon just because I don't think this is a technique that's too easy, too powerful on the best character in the game that no other character can do, that is and yeah, there's just so much that a Steve player can do with it. It's kind of insane. And I watched some of so Hungrybox did a group call with a lot of Steve players. And Didi was on there, and he was saying, like, I don't plan on learning this because I know that if I learned it, I would just use it everywhere. It's so broken. And then the guy who discovered the technique, he actually, he thought it was just going to be a fun, cool, haha thing. Like, oh no, another tech with Steve. And he did a twit longer being like, look, I didn't realize how powerful this was. Stop annoying me about this. I didn't mean for this to be like it was. I didn't expect the backlash. And then at the end of that, like,
oh my god, I hate it when they blame the people like that.
Well, I mean,
don't blame them, blame the game.
Well, no, well, I mean, people shouldn't have been blaming him for finding the technique. I mean, he was just playing the game. But he actually came out at the end saying, look, I'm not going to talk about the tech anymore, but I will concede after seeing so many of these videos that I think Steve needs to be banned. And he made Steve. So, like, it's insane.
Isam has said Pikachu needs to be banned since Melee. What's your point?
Well, Pikachu is busted.
Oh no.
So.
Pika?
Yeah. So, but again, we'll see if anything happens. I know Collision has banned the tech. Hungrybox has not. Hungrybox, he runs the coin box every Monday.
See, if they can ban the tech, then why not everybody else?
Again, right now we're in experimental phase. Hungrybox says that he runs like a 700-person tournament every Monday. So for him, it's like he's saying, like, look, I've got too big of a tournament. It's either we ban the character or we just don't ban him at all. So I think the issue is though is that it's not the character. The character's still not even fully like optimized yet. Like, and the technique still isn't fully optimized yet. So it's like, and the same thing happens again. It's like, oh, we'll wait and see, and then people start figuring it out, and then it'll just kind of stick around, and no one will do anything about it. So I don't know. It's kind of crazy.
Do you know how many techs a Meta Knight they had to ban?
Yeah.
There's a list of them. It's a lot.
Yeah.
So that's kind of my point is we're not gonna ban a character over a tech when we in the past banned the tech.
Yeah. Again, I think it was more obvious in the past. Like, Meta Knight had a lot of tech, but it was a lot easier to see. This technique, you can't tell if just because of the way Ultimate's mechanics came out. So, like, suppose you get hit with the multi-hit, you can't tell if the character accidentally popped out or if they use Phantom Footstool or Phantom MLG. So that's the issue. It's just it's not an obvious tech that you can just ban easily. So
But it's some people, so
yeah, I know. Come on. Guys,
anyways, enough talk about Smash. You're making me want to play it now.
Oh,
No
by the way,
offense.
wait, there's one more subject I want to talk about.
Oh God.
More drama.
Okay.
More drama. More drama. It's sad, actually. So, do you know Beyond the Summit?
Sounds familiar, yeah.
Yeah, they're a production company, and they usually host a lot of the biggest Smash tournaments.
Like Summit.
Beyond the Summit, yeah. They're closing down. Yeah. So
I don't mean to be mean like this, but something else will just take their place. It always
Probably.
seems to.
probably, I do think though, if I'm going to do an overcomplicated analysis of it, it's happening at a really bad time. For example, Glitch dropped all of their esports players. So like Larry Lurr and two others. T1 dropped MKLeo. So basically it just looks like Smash is actually dying right now. It's really bad. Just because
I don't think it's dying, honestly.
it will never truly die.
It
but
bounced back from similar stuff in the past. Did you know how bad they were in Melee Brawl and Hell Even Smash 4 days? Nintendo was?
Oh yeah, I don't deny they were bad. I just think that the time.
I know what you think. You
What-
think they should buff Pichu's F-Tilt back to his former glory.
I actually don't think. I actually think it probably needs a little buff. I wouldn't be against that. Not to its former glory, but being real, they nerfed that a little too hard. But guys, I'm trying to find a certain cave, and I don't remember how to get to this certain cave, and I'm getting annoyed because I've been walking around for 2 hours. Ah! Stupid. I know the general location of it. I just don't remember. how to
Walking
get there.
stream confirmed?
Walking stream. That's it. We're just enjoying. Is it in here? I'm gonna be so upset if it's in here because it's literally obvious. Oh my gosh.
Okay, enough Smash talk. You're literally making me... I will redeem a Tuesday stream soon if you don't stop.
You just play Smash Bros.
Yep.
Oh, I think
Because that's how serious I am. Don't get me started.
Sorry, I had to mention it because I don't know. I think
Look, a cave.
found
Is
it.
this the right cave?
It is. I finally found it. Sheesh.
It took 2 hours to find a cave. Captain's never gonna beat this game.
Oh my gosh. That took far too long. Oh my gosh. What?
Who enhances a hammer like that?
The Hammerhead Bros, obviously. Do I have
What's wrong,
500
Lucy?
coins? Crap, I need 500 coins. That's where I get my last special technique. I want that last special technique. No! Why must a good die young? Okay.
Just go get coins, then take your butt back there.
Look, I might come back later to grab it. If I forget, I forget. I don't wanna. I spent 2 hours looking for this cave. I'm ready to move on. I've had too much wandering.
How did it take you 2 hours?
I forgot where the cave was.
Oh no.
But the game's not open world.
So?
That means it should have been easy to find. Next Rin is gonna walk here and be like, "Don't you remember what you were doing in Ocarina of Time?" And I just go, "Rin, we don't talk about that."
I'm not gonna lie, a part of me wants to play Smash Bros. Now, but I'm not going to. I refuse. Wanna know why? Because I already played a little bit of Smash Bros. Before. I played like a half hour worth.
I hate it when I get random friend requests on Discord.
You get random friend requests on Discord?
Yep. And I don't, and I'm like, okay, what server are you from? Oh, I still don't want to add you because I don't trust this. There's been so many fishy things going on Discord where I tell you not to accept random friend requests. Unless you're certain you know the person.
Yeah.
Because
See,
it's getting bad. Like, they'll even disguise themselves as being in the same server as you somewhere.
Yeah.
It's bad. I just learned not to accept those. Now, if I saw something like, oh, Cap'n sent me a friend request. Not saying you would because you're already added me, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Then I'll be like, okay, I'll accept this.
I'm surfing on Luigi.
Why does Luigi always get all the views? That's not nice.
Because he's the green one. He's green, dabba dee dabba die.
And Captain can't drive.
I can't. How does one drive? Where did he get the bike from? Hammer! Oh, I went the exact opposite way.
I'll be right back. My dog wants out of the room.
Okay.
And actually I have to get a drink too, so I'll be right back.
I'm riding a surfboard. What's it here? I think I made a mistake. Oh, wait. Beans! 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 I can't get up there. We're swimming. We're swimming. Bean. I missed. Oh.
Hello.
Hello.
Time to switch to Smash Bros.
No.
Cactus is your brain. We need to switch to Smash Bros. To get our
No.
stimulus.
No.
It's calling us, Captain.
I need to beat this game.
You need to beat the people in Smash Bros.
I need to beat this game.
You need to beat the Smash Bros.
I need to beat this game.
Time to play Smash Bros.
No. Hey, question. What are your thoughts on multiverses?
Why? What's up?
It's dropped down by 99%.
I even stopped playing it, to be honest.
Yeah. So why do you think it dropped?
A lot of things. I think the devs did not have their priorities straight.
Yeah.
I also think Warner Bros. Interfered with a lot of things. Whether the team wants to admit it or not.
Yeah. So how did Warner Bros. Interfere?
The big thing is everything. Like, people are complaining about stuff being too grindy, and then they'll go, "Hey, we made it grindier," and then try to spin it off as a good thing.
Oh no.
Like the Battle Pass, I actually didn't even bother completing this one. And the reason I didn't was because it was so grindy. Like, they made it so much harder than the last one to level up.
Yeah.
For no reason. When people are complaining about it being too hard too already. Another thing, their balancing was all over the place. They were nerfing the same characters over and over. They were buffing the characters too little. They were there wasn't every fan complaint about a character and nerfing them based off fan complaints. Not which Nintendo and Capcom and others have proved to me that it's not the only thing you go off of.
Yeah.
Because they're going off the casuals, you go off the competitive players, you know?
Yeah.
That's another thing, they're going off the casuals way too much. The competitive players are what keeps your game alive.
Yeah.
Unless you're a big thing with a big name like Nintendo, to keep yourself alive, you need to listen to your competitive players. Not your casual players that are just going to ditch you and fly off somewhere. And those competitive players are eventually going to draw the casuals back anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, you know? So... And then there were some gameplay things too that bother me, like... Moves do not feel like they have enough hits done. Like, for example, if the move is stale, it will have 0 knockback. Practically.
Yeah.
But it'll also be laggy enough where you can't follow up. So you can't follow up and it won't kill when it's stale. Which a big thing in Smash is stale moves making your moves connect better for more combos.
Right.
You know? In Multiverse, your moves become useless if they're stale. That's just some of the things that I had issues with.
Yeah. I think one issue I don't think that they ever really fixed it. When I first played the game, it just kind of felt like the characters, nothing really connected fluidly, and I don't think they ever really completely patched that. So.
Oh, yeah, stale is supposed to weaken the move. It's not supposed to make the move have 0 knockback, but be laggy enough where you can't combo off it, and it can't kill.
Yeah, I thought the hurt boxes were off, and so...
That was the least of my worry. There was things that, in my opinion, affected the actual gameplay, mechanically, that was wrong. So I didn't focus on things like that. That wasn't what bothered me.
Also...
another thing they do that drives me insane, it's like, there's a problem with a certain combo, right?
Yeah.
Like Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn had an infinite, okay? You know how they tried to pass his infinite out?
Yeah.
They made it where, after 4 hits with the same move, your move will no longer, and in one combo, by the way, it will no longer combo. It'll drop. You know what people did instead? After they did that?
What?
They just did the move 3 times and you do some different stuff. So basically they passed it multiple times. Now recently they passed it to do 2 moves. 2 moves of the same move causes the combo to drop. So they did it 3 times. Instead of just nerfing Harley Quinn directly, they hurt the whole cast by doing that. I don't know why.
I think they were a little over their heads. You want to know something I think that would have helped too? Looking on it, I think the way that they wow, that was so strong.
Oh, by the way, another thing that hurt them, which Fortnite started this, but every free-to-play game copies this.
Yeah.
The Battle Pass earns you the premium currency, so you can earn all the premium currency back and buy the next Battle Pass with that premium currency. And every time you get all the currency, you can keep doing it over and over and over.
Yeah.
Fortnite has this. Every other game like Fortnite practically has this. because Fortnite had it. So it's kind of almost a I'm not saying completely, but almost a required thing, you know, because every single other developer is doing it,
Right.
and they aren't doing it, which I also think has to do with Warner Bros. So yeah, that was another thing.
Yeah. I think thinking on it now, I think if they actually had a single player mode, or if they did something kind of like you know how you had like break the targets, I think that would have extended the lifespan quite a bit. Oh my gosh.
Another thing. Thank you for bringing up single player. There's arcade, and I think I've told you a billion times how bad they effed it up.
Yeah, it's very lame, basically. Very simple.
Yeah, it's basically not even really an arcade mode, in my opinion. Somehow it's worse than Nickelodeon All-Star Brawls, which is bad.
Yeah.
But All-Star Brawl at least had the characters have some sort of dialogue to each other. Granted, they were just lines from your show, so it made no contextual sense or anything. Like, SpongeBob would just be like, "It's illegal to lick doorknobs on other planets." But at least something was there,
Yeah.
you know? In the Multiverse Arcade, there's not even that.
That's
Like, oh, and Koros was like, "On the Avatar, deal with it." And I'm like, no one here in this universe has a problem with you being the Avatar. They don't even know what the Avatar is.
yeah.
But she says it anyways, to everybody. But hey, at least there was something put there, you know? Multiverse didn't even put any dialogue at all there. Which is really weird, because it's just text. You know, it's not hard. They don't have to voice it.
Yeah.
It just needs to be text so the characters talking to each other. They already have voice lines, you know?
Yeah.
So, why not? Especially considering there's only like one rival and a final boss that they talk to anyways.
Yeah.
So it's not like they would have been putting a ton of time into it either.
Yeah.
But as you can tell, Multiverses, I'm just tired of it.
You've hit your limit on it. They messed it
And
up.
I hate to say it, but Rin, if you're here, you were right.
What's up with the... Oh, is Ren here?
I don't know. I didn't check the user list or anything. But, he basically told me, "You're just gonna go back to Smash Bros." And I'm like, no, I'm done with Smash Bros. And what do I do? You know?
Yeah. Smash
He
Bros. is
he
just-
did call it.
I thought, I'll be honest, I thought Multiversus was going to do much better than it did. So I can't, but I dropped it pretty quickly, so I can't say much.
If I have a friend that says, "Hey, you want to play Multiverse with me?" I won't turn him down, but besides that, I won't be playing it much anymore.
Yeah.
One thing good about Multiverses this happening is there's less of a chance of Walter White getting in. I am so tired of that meme.
What, you don't want Walter White in there? Oh, man.
Not the fact that he's memed on so much.
He's
You can
just-
tell a lot of those people don't even want him. They're just memeing. Like, if there's people that actually legitimately want him, that's fine. I just don't like the people. They did this with Waluigi too in Smash, where they're a meme, so everybody was just saying it because it's a meme, you know? If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, there's people that legitimately wanted Waluigi, like Jester. You know Jester legitimately wanted him.
Yeah.
But a lot of people were just memeing. Which is probably why Waluigi didn't get in. Because Nintendo knew most of them were memeing. And before they say, well, there's the Wrigley's Too Big meme. Sakurai said that. So, Nintendo never directly said Waluigi is a meme.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, started it, anyways. I don't know. But
It's
yeah,
it's kind of sad that it fell like as hard as it did.
the game was fun for a while, and the more I played it, the more I was like, yeah.
It just didn't feel.
And I
polished,
really
did it?
wanted it to replace Smash Bros. I really wanted it to, because I was tired of Nintendo at that
Yeah.
point.
It's fine. I'm a little annoyed with Nintendo too.
I guess you could say I'm a bit of a dildo since I buy their stuff anyways, you know?
It's a toxic relationship.
It is. I wish I did not like their games that much, and I would be happy if, like, someone bought their stuff. I guess Nintendo, one good thing about Nintendo is, barring their mobile games, they stay away from loot boxes and bad microtransactions, you know? I'll
Yeah.
give Nintendo that. There are some things Nintendo does that are good. Like, having a family-friendly option for a very long time when other companies didn't have it. That's a good thing, you know? It's not like
Yeah.
Nintendo doesn't do good things. They just want to offset it by doing 5 bad things in a row.
That sounds about right.
Because as much as I don't like Nintendo, I'll be lying if I said they don't have good products and they have never done anything right. I'll be lying if I said either of those things.
Yeah. Well, that's why people keep going back to them, is that they're just so good at what they do. So,
Yeah.
one makes me upset. Like, remember when Sephiroth came out? It was
Yeah.
around the time they shut down the big house, right?
Really? I didn't realize they were that close together.
Yeah. But here's the thing, so when they shut down the big house, everyone was pissed. But then, once Sephiroth came out, everyone was like, I'm pissed! But you know what? It's all cool. So, it was at that moment I was like, you know what? We're never going to be done with it. It is
Yeah.
what it is. Like people might complain, right? And be like, I'm gonna boycott. No one's gonna boycott. Like, no one's gonna do anything.
Hate the people that are like, it's their intellectual property to do what they want. And it's like, because the fact they can't do it does not matter. What matters is it's wrong.
Yeah. But you know, Zelda's gonna come out. I'm gonna buy Zelda. I'm gonna complain about what Nintendo does, but I'm still gonna buy Zelda. You know.
I'm still waiting for Pokemon Trading Card Game. That game was such a big part of my childhood, and I've played it on emulator many times.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, as soon as that drops, I'm gonna start streaming that game as soon as it drops.
Well, Yeah, I guess you gotta keep me posted.
Pokemon trading card game's so good. You should give it a try, Cap. It's not like your standard Pokemon is, well, the trading card game. You may like it.
Well, if anything, it'll probably teach me how to play the Pokemon trading card game.
Do you want to know that?
I mean, I'm kind of, sort of. I've never
Really?
not. It's very low on my priority list, I guess.
Best part, it's part of Nintendo Online membership and not the expansion pack.
Yeah.
Because the regular Game Boy is on the regular Nintendo Online.
Yeah.
Which, even though they put the Game Boy Advance on the freaking expansion pack, I can at least be grateful that Nintendo put the Game Boy on the regular. They gave the regular members a bone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This looks annoying.
It is a little bit.
Cap, do me a favor.
Yeah.
When you end stream, go to sleep. Don't play Smash Bros. For 5 hours.
How did you know I was gonna do that? No.
Because I know you.
Know me too well.
Trust me, Ark has known you for what? 5 years? 4 years?
No, it's been probably 4 years. Actually, really? No.
So it was 4 years. Okay.
Well, I didn't. Well, actually, no, not 4 years. It's almost. I would say 3. I've only lived here 3 years.
You only lived where for years?
In Utah. So.
I could have swore you were in Jester's stuff before you moved.
No. I didn't start looking up Twitch stuff until I moved here. Because
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's kind of silly, but a part of me was like, I just wanted to see myself on stream. That's all.
Well, I thought you
Oh no.
started streaming after you met Jester.
I did. But
That's why I thought it was 4 years.
Yeah. So
But you get, okay, then 3 years.
yeah.
I've known you for 3 years, so I know a decent amount about you at this point.
Yeah, but I watched Jester stream before he had face cam. So
What do you mean right now?
I know, right? I wonder what happened to Jester's face cam. I probably should look. I probably should
He
ask
keeps
him.
complaining it's too hot to have it on.
Really?
I don't agree with him, but that's his business. I don't have my cam on either because I don't have the space for it.
Yeah, I don't even.
Like
have it.
anywhere I put it, it would be getting the side of my head. It would not be getting in my face,
Yeah.
which defeats the purpose.
Right. I want to get a face cam. I want to get a full computer and face cam and everything, but I just don't have the money. So, I keep making some. Well, last year, instead of saving money, I decided to invest it in stocks. Because my thought was, if I'm in my 30s, if I don't take the opportunity to invest it now, I'm probably never going to invest it. So, that's why.
Did you win anything?
Did I win anything? I won a little bit, not too much. There's one stock that I invested the most in it. And my brother's a financial advisor, so he kind of gives me some tips and stuff. Unfortunately, he always recommends stocks that I can't really afford. But there was one stock that he actually did recommend that I could afford, and I've pumped the most money into it, and it has doubled. So, and it's projected to go up even more. So, when that
It's
happens,
nice of him.
it's going to be really nice.
That was nice of your brother.
Huh?
I said that was nice of your brother.
Yeah. So, And what's funny is that he only told me about it because he put a lot of money into it, and then the stock went down, and then he told me about it after it went down, and so I was able to kind of reap off his reward.
Wait, so he told you because he didn't think it would be any good?
That I'd be any good? No,
I
no,
meant the stock.
No. He told me be out about it because it was projected to go up. But so a weird thing in stocks. It was a fairly brand new company. A weird thing that happens in stocks is that when a brand new business comes out, there's a tendency for the stock to do amazingly well at the get-go. But then after the initial buy-in or after the hype of it opening up, it drops. And that's what happened here, is that after its initial hype, it dropped. But we stuck with it because they have a lot of connections that are solid. So
One of my ex-coaches, his Discord server for us, after he left Smash and everything, it turned into a stock JoJo.
oh yeah?
They talk about stock and give stock advice and give you like YouTube videos to learn about it, etc., etc.
That's cool.
And I just don't have interest in stock. I'm just in there to be in there, I guess.
That's fine.
More like I have more like I don't want to ever completely lose contact with him.
Yeah.
So I
feel bad for him.
So I'm in there.
But
Huh?
I still feel bad for him. So,
Yeah, he did not deserve what the Smash community did. At all.
I don't think. Yeah. As good as the Smash community is, it's also really toxic. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he made his Twitter statement, some people in the Twitter chat, I almost went off on them because they really pissed me off with what they said to him.
Yeah.
I literally almost went off. I can't remember who it was, but someone was like, "No, Arclight, don't." Actually, I was Solomon back then, so it would be like, "No, Solomon, no, don't. Not worth your time. Don't do it."
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, you're right. It just made me really mad.
Yeah. You're just fueling the fire.
It's probably a good thing, because if I ever became big in Smash, that would come back to haunt me, most likely.
Yeah. I always say it's the nature of the internet. So, like, and it probably would have come back to haunt you, but at the same time, that's only if you got big. So, most people don't get big. Oh, I forgot to do a step. There we go. Oh my gosh, the music of this area is so bad.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay, that's god awful. I muted it back.
It's just constant.
It's also not very well done.
No.
Honestly, I think my cousin can make that, and he's an amateur at this.
Yeah.
I only bring him up because he knows how to use that type of program. I don't. You probably met him for a split second. He came back to my streams a few times.
Your friend or your brother?
My cousin.
Oh, maybe. Who's your cousin?
Conspiracy 9/11. I believe that's what his thing is on here.
Oh, I think he's actually popped in here once or twice, but I don't think I recognize his name that much. It's sad.
Ren knows
I need
Him
to
and
pop
him-
into your. I feel bad. I need
Go
to
ahead.
pop into your stream more, but I just
You're always
don't.
welcome. You're
Yeah, I
always
know.
welcome.
I know. I want to,
But don't sweat it if you can't make it. I'm not gonna be upset.
Yeah. Like,
But anyways, my cousin actually knows Rin, because we raided Rin one time on live stream. We raided Rin,
Yeah.
and they talked about their favorite music and everything, and Rin was like, "Oh, I like gunmetal," and my cousin's like, "Oh yeah, that's really good stuff." Blah 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 blah. You know.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know if Rin. I'm pretty sure Rin remembers him. And I even told Rin, I'm sorry about his name, and Rin's just like, don't worry about it. I heard much worse.
Yeah. Conspiracy 9/11 isn't that bad. Am I really fighting this guy? Oh my god.
Yes.
These guys do so much damage. I'm just gonna leave.
Do you lose coins when you run, or is that just
Yeah.
an effect?
You do.
Oh.
But it's not much. Oh, my stomach is hurting.
Cousin's a good person. He does like to argue, and he is a smartass, but he's a nice person, I think.
I like the added extra part at the end there. Like, I think he's a good person.
He says some stuff sometimes, man. He just says some stuff sometimes. It's like, why did you open your mouth?
You know, some people just they don't care, you know. Oh, what
But no, he's not a bad person. He just has some issues, but
I mean, don't we all?
I mean, I'm not going to complain too much about him. I mean, for birthday and Christmas, he gave me like a total of $150 with both combined.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, so he's great. I can't complain, you know.
BFF for life.
Okie dokie. Thunder up.
Oh. Oh. Ah, the stress. Oh my gosh. I almost didn't make it. Oh wait, I have to hit 30 in 25 seconds. Oh, it was wrong. I have to try again. I have to get through. Oh crap, I already missed one.
No. Oh, would you like to listen to some Pokemon trading card game music?
That actually would not be bad. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna fail again. I'm gonna fail again. Crap. Okay. Okay. Oh, they baited me. I got baited. Oh. Oh, that's bad. No. Oh, come on. Oh, this is the worst one I've done yet. Ah! 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 Oh, come on. Oh. Oh. Music, stop! Why do you exist this way?
It's okay, I'm here to save you. Pokemon trading card game music in your chat right now. Try it out. Wink.
I'm a little focused right now.
You've lost. What do you think?
It's pretty good.
Yeah, Pokemon Trading Rain was a great game. I'm really bad at deck building in it, so that's gonna be a struggle for me once it comes out on Switch. Even though I get the general idea, so I shouldn't be too bad. Like, there's funny thing about the classic is the most broken card ever printed in Pokemon was only in the classic one. They never released it. They released nerf versions of it because it was too good.
Yeah.
And even the nerf version sometimes got hit on the ban list. So.
Really?
Yeah. Basically, there's a Professor Oak, and what that card does is discard your entire hand. Here's the kicker: if your hand's empty, you can still use the card. You just don't discard anything. And then draw 7 cards from your deck.
Oh.
So if you have 0 cards in your hand, you discard nothing, so you lose nothing in card advantage from your hand, and you gain +7.
Oh.
It could also be used if you like, oh my god, I just drew 15 energies. I don't have any Pokemon to play. Oh, I'm just good as Professor Oak, discard my garbage, and to draw a brand new hand.
Yeah.
So it was really, really absurd. It would have been more broken if it wasn't in the time it was in. Because modern day, it would be so broken, it could ban within a few days.
Yeah.
It's that bad. Which is why they nerfed it every time they reprinted it. Like one of the reprints I remember was called Professor Oak Visiting. And that one was discard 2 cards, draw 3 cards.
Yeah.
So yeah, they released nerf versions of it, but never released the card again.
Oh. I have to be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of this song, I don't think.
Oh, the song I sent you?
Yeah, it's okay. I don't have the nostalgia for it, so.
Fair. The songs are not, none of the songs are like bad, but they're not like amazing or anything. You gotta remember it was on the Game Boy, and you know the Game Boy's sound sucked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it wasn't really the game's music entirely's fault. It's just that it had to be on the Game Boy, so it sucked. If it was on the Game Boy Advance, not only would it look a lot better, but obviously the sound would be better.
Yeah.
So was it better than the game's music at least?
Yes. Like 100%. Okay, someone did a remastered version. I don't know who, but I actually am enjoying it.
I told you, it's just the Game Boy. The Game Boy, you know.
Yeah.
Here's a pretty good remix. There you go. Why are you singing Sephiroth's theme?
I'm not. I'm singing this theme. Na, 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 na. Oh, I think that's the same one. That's funny.
What's the same one? What did you do in the game this time?
No, the one that played was the same one that you sent me, I think.
It shouldn't. It's a different link. Did you click on the wrong link? One says yak at the end. You can't miss it.
Yak?
Yep. If it happens again, I don't know why it's doing that. The one I sent to you is the orchestral version. Here you go. This one's a different song, like a completely different song from the game. Look, it's a giant green egg.
It is. Oh, I messed it up. Why did I mess it up so hard? Alright. You said you got another song for me?
Yeah, it's the most recent one in chat.
Okay.
What do you think?
I have to admit, it definitely sounds like the Game Boy game.
Did I not tell you they all are affected by the Game Boy?
Yes.
The only Game Boy game I could think of where the music sounded okay, like, you know, perfect, was Tetris. As much as I don't like playing Tetris, I do like the music.
This is pretty good. I'm together now. Well, I found a save point. It is unfortunately means that it is that time for me to end stream.
Bye, take care.
Bye. Take care. I hope you do well. It's good chatting with you. And I guess
No
I'll
problem. You have a good night.
yeah, have a good night. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and just end it.
Bye.
Bye.